Welcome to this episode. So it's been a while since I've done a video, and I've been working on a couple servers lately. I actually have a third one I need to get out and get going. It's going to be my main shed server. So I'm also going to have it set up to where I can deploy Windows 10, Windows 7, and I'm hoping I can deploy XP off of it too. So that will be an exciting setup for me. And believe it or not, it's actually a little bit smaller than this. So speaking of this bad boy, a little background on it. It was destined for e-waste, and I happened to see it, and I have a very great working relationship with these people. I'm there every Saturday. I love going there, and I also help out with the kids and a lot of the community stuff here. This is how I'm able to get what I get. And yes, a lot of the stuff I do is out of pocket, like the MIDI device and some of this other stuff. They don't get that in there, and they need to make a profit too. So if they have something like that, I'll just buy it from them. I don't have a problem. This is a great thing that they got going for the community, and I'm 100% supporting it. No problem with it. And some of this other stuff that you see on here, this higher end stuff, I try to fix up and return a profit for them. So yes, I'm working two jobs at once here. I got my main job as a mechanic, and then I have this job that I do Saturdays and on my off time. So, but I love it. I love how I am helping the younger youth, and it has gotten my youngest into doing a lot more coding with the Arduino, and he's enjoying this. So I'm proud of what I do. And don't expect freaking Hollywood editing on my videos. I'm not about that. No way. To me, it's kind of a waste of time. Yes, there's some great people out there that have excellent videos, but for me, it's a waste of time. My theory behind it is what this stuff represents, and what you can do with it now. And it's also to help show people the history behind some of this stuff, and what it looked like, what it could do, and what it can do now. This was an old server. I don't know the background on it. I don't really care about the background on it. But all this stuff I get, hard drives get wiped. I don't care what's on it. Hard drives get wiped. All I want is a working hard drive. And personal security is number one on my priority. None of this stuff I will go through and show anybody online what is on it. I don't even want to know what's on it. It's their personal data, and it's up to me to erase that. I don't care. So, long story short, I format everything, then I run it through dband, and I will delete partitions constantly just to make sure it is not coming back. And if it is a hard drive that I have been told to get rid of, I'll smash it with a hammer. I don't care. Drill holes through it. I'll take it out to the range. Have a range day. So yeah, I don't care. That is what they want. That is what I'm going to do. So on to the star of the show. And anyway, yes, we have a HP. HP is local. to us in Idaho. This place is less than 30 minutes from my house on the freeway, and actually Micron's just up the road too. 45 minutes, depending on which building you want to go to and whatnot. So this is a Idaho product from its age, at least, and there's several people that I've talked to that have worked at HP, have worked at Micron. In fact, a lot of people that I used to know and talk to before the cycle of life takes effect. That's where I learned a lot of my stuff from. So it is my job to pass this down. And yes, the whole YouTube thing, this is just a way for me to get this stuff out here to people. That's what it is. I'm not into it for the politics, for the BS. I am here to, for lack of better words, show you what this stuff is. Like I said earlier. So, I have had the privilege of rescuing this thing, saving it for me waste, and yeah, I'm going to hang on to this baby. She's got a few battle scars here and there, but all in all, it cleaned up pretty nice. Sad thing is, the tape drive does not work. You put the tape in it, it will not eject it, it will not register. Windows does detect it, and that's it. It will not communicate otherwise, even with the driver, so. Oh well. I think I got another one of these tape drives that's not labeled as a Sony, but I'm pretty sure it is still a Sony tape drive, so maybe one day I'll swap it out and see if it'll work on here. And experience the tape drive. And I'll bring you guys along as I experience the tape drive firsthand too. For the sake of video purposes, it's not on right now because all you're going to hear is a loud fan. In fact, I'm hoping my fan over there is not interfering with it too. But I did unplug the other exhaust fan on here. So, I don't know how well you can see it on here, but I originally tried a Sound Blaster PCI 128. It registered it right off the bat, I mean, right there, but I think the card was bad, so it'll get recycled, as a lot of the non-working stuff I come across does. But this system did start off life with me with a single Pentium 2 400. I happened to scavenge two Pentium 4 450's from my Saturdays at my second job. I managed to upgrade the RAM from 0 RAM, whatever reason they took it all out. It was PC 100, so it's kind of a mystery to me. Maybe they had another system that they wanted to use it in, I don't know. And the video card was just a run-of-the-mill 16 meg AGP. Well, I changed that up a little bit, and I'm not really going to be able to, well, I guess I can tilt it a little bit. But I put my VOODOO 5 inside, just to ramp this video up a little bit. And I haven't really shown off the video of the VOODOO 5 too much on my channel. So it's kind of a rarity that I actually use it. Mainly is cost of replacement. Yeah. I don't have that kind of money to get another VOODOO 5 to do this, so this is a rarity that I actually bring it out. And let's see, we are running ultra wide SCSI for the hard drive. Excuse me again. And the tape drive is still plugged into it, but it's just a space filler right now. I am going to cut to the gameplay of this system. A couple games didn't work out too well for me. To be expected. One of them was Mortar 2. You'll see me trying to get that running, then the whole server locks up. So you won't be seeing that. And I also tried installing Redline, and it didn't fare too well with that one. But in all, I like this system. This was a very fun rebuild for me. It's very enjoyable, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. And I hope you get a little bit of background of where I'm coming from with some of this stuff and how I get it and what I'm doing with it and what I'm doing for the community at the same time. Well, folks, here we go. This is the HP Net Server E60. It originally came with a Pentium 2 400. I happened to find two Pentium 2 450's I had laying around doing nothing. And I had a bunch of RAM laying around, so I tossed 650 megabytes of RAM in it. Then I got bored and put a VOODOO 5 in it. Then I got really bored and decided to play some games on it. So here we go. And yes, it is December, so I do have Christmas backgrounds. Not quite to the December part yet of my videos, but I am working there. I've been putting up some miscellaneous shorts to help fill in the gaps here and there. Staying on top of it, keeping you guys entertained. Trying my best here. So here we go. And let's see, I will save the best for last. And we will go with Rune. Let's make sure I'm going to hit the right one here. Yes. Me find hammer, me make woods. I have fire, I do twirly thingy. We get squashed? Oh. You forget how to duck. Like I said, we're maxing this out as high as I can go with it. My mouse is a little sluggish over here. Aha! Yes. Oh. Wouldn't let me keep that one. Okay. Let me keep that one. No. It doesn't like that one either. How about this one? There we go. Now I can't even read it, but we're still going with it. Oh. Want to do 32-bit? Yeah, it might be because of the driver I'm using. I had to go aftermarket on the driver, aftermarket so to speak, for Windows 2000 that I'm using on here. Probably should have mentioned that too. But, yeah. Definitely have to bump the mouse speed up, I remember that. And don't think I had to change anything else. And we're not going to play too much of this, but we're going to get the feel for it, for how the game's doing.
From birth, the children of the North hear tales of the end of the world.
From the North, huh?
Ragnarok. When wolves will swallow the sun and moon, when the stars will be snuffed and the earth will tremble.
Alright, enough of that.
And the gods will face the tribes of giants in a final battle that will ravage.
There we go. I had to remember how to skip it. I couldn't remember. Well, you know, for this system, it's doing pretty darn well. Now, remember, I have to find the longhouse, which is not through here. Remember, I go down there later. How you doing, neighbor? What are you up to? Oh, not much. I'm just jumping around. Apple. Take a bite, throw it away.
Greetings, Ragnar. I hope you feel fit and ready for your final training with Hulk. Drink mead from my table to fortify yourself, my son.
Oh, that was a waste of a good cup.
You must continue your studies of the ways of war, son. Wisdom will come with experience, and you'll have need of both in these dark times. Slaughter and destruction sweeps across the land, and I fear it approaches our own village. Your mother and I are proud of you, my son. In time, you will take my place and sit in the chieftain seat in the village longhouse.
Well, I
Be
suppose
on your
somebody
way, son.
has to.
Despite the ceremony, you must face both before you can truly call yourself a warrior. He awaits you in the longhouse.
Now I can go back to the longhouse. You'd think that'd be an entrance.
Tradition says that before you truly become a man, you must face the most skilled warrior in the village. You must face me. This is a true trial. Defeat me in combat, and your place among us as a warrior is assured. Defend yourself. Would you like to fight? Perhaps you need more training. Come on, you can do harder than that. Well done, warrior. The trial is over. I can say that there is no more I can teach you. I trust experience to show you the rest.
Messengers on the beach! Conrack has besieged Copper Rood and their runestone is under attack. We go to their aid.
It seems that we have completed your training just in time, Ragnar. To the longship.
Longhouse, longship, loading. Oh, excuse me. Oh, never mind. It's music.
The people of Copperroot have been a staunch ally for many generations, my son, and their runestone stands as a proud beacon for longships coming in from sea. Conrack must truly be foolish to besiege their hall. Odin himself will reach down from Asgard.
Yeah. Great storyline, but long-winded.
Ragnar. Awaken, warrior. The time for your death is not yet at hand.
Oh, good. I thought I was drowning. So, like I said, I wasn't going to play all of it, obviously, because that's going to take too much time. So, with that being said, Rune on full settings, that is doing quite well. So, everybody wants to see Quake 3. So here we go. Quake 3 on the server. Doesn't skip a beat. So, here we go with the demo, and I am going to crank up the settings here. See if I can accept those. Nope, it doesn't like that. Okay. So, let's change it again. Okay, we can accept that one. And I am just going to turn the sound down so I don't get a strike. And we will run the demo. And we'll see how many frames per second we get. The detail is quite impressive on this, I will give it that. To be honest with you, I couldn't even tell that I was playing on a Pentium 2 here. Let alone a server minus the fan. And we ended up with 33.3 frames per second on there. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, here we go with that one. And I'm going to see if I can toss an oddball into the mix here. So as I figure out where I put that CD at. Oh, that is not it. Keep it a little entertaining here. Kind of a lost gem, if it works. This is the second one. I don't know if this one will actually work on this one. If it doesn't, just forget I even tried. But it should. This one doesn't work. I do have a plan B for a second game that should run quite well. One of my personal favorites. See if it'll even install. So far. Ooh. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Well, I tried to play Mortar on here, but I locked up a server. So, I guess I'm not playing Mortar 2 on here. But I finally get to show you the boot screen for this. And it takes a minute to count all the RAM, all the megabytes. Now originally the server did come with Windows NT, but I decided against that on this one, mainly because it's Pentium 2, and I figured Windows 2000 was more appropriate for this. I am still working on the Pentium Pro server. I'm having some issues with that right now, but it will come. Mainly I'm having issues with it recognizing the other processor. I'm pretty sure there's some settings in there I just need to change around. I don't think it's my voltage regulator for it, or the VRM, I believe is what it was. So, since Mortar didn't want to work, Mortar 2, and the first Mortar would have, but Mortar 2 was handy at the time. And if you haven't guessed it, I'm using the old-fashioned ball mouse. That's why my mouse kind of stalls out on me. Now, back to the other one I wanted to show. What? Oh, ball puggy. What? Fine, I'll cheat. There. Oh, that's gonna be a strike. Not gonna deal with that.